Hey, today I wanted to record another dad moment. Had this moment that I've been sharing with clients lately with my son. Something that happened with my son over the weekend that seemed to really impact and be helpful for people. And just the power of a smile. You know, I'm always surprised at how powerful a smile is with our kids. And so basically in this moment, I was doing what we typically do on a Saturday where we're cleaning up our rooms, we're kind of cleaning up the house, and asked my daughter to go clean up her room. And as she was cleaning up her room, she noticed some stuff that my son had left in her room. And my son is 7 years old. And so he came in there to clean the room. And in a little bit, I asked my daughter if the room was clean. And she said, well, it's almost clean, but there's still, my son had not cleaned up his part that she wanted him to clean. So I came in there to kind of help matters. And when I asked my son, to go clean it up, to go pick it up, he was distracted by something else in the room. He was looking at some other toy. He was kind of messing with it. And I was getting kind of frustrated because when you're in these moments, you're kind of rushed. And I know in my brain, I was kind of slipping down to an irritated part of my brain and just annoyed with my son. And so I said to him, I said, pick up the stuff. And he kind of froze for a moment, which he can tend to do when he's in conflictual moments. He kind of freezes and he wasn't moving, which annoyed me more. And I wanted to move him. So my irritation and frustration kind of went up, higher. And I said, son, I said to pick up that stuff. Pick it up now. And I don't know if you've ever been in those moments, but you feel kind of like, I want to move you with my mind and make you pick it up. And he just stopped and he looked at me. And then I looked at him and we just stared at each other. Probably for about literally like 10 to 15 seconds. I just had this stare and I kept making these faces like, in my mind, I was thinking, pick it up. Stop looking at me and pick it up. And I'm just getting more and more, I can feel myself slipping down my brain, getting down near my brainstem where I'm almost like fight or flight. And he's definitely in freeze mode. And I'm trying to just like move him with my eyes. And then a thought hit me. Are you trying to intimidate your 7-year-old son? And I thought, yeah, I kind of am. So then I thought, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to smile. I just took a deep breath. I smiled. And when I smiled, my son smiled back at me. And then I just looked at him and said, what were we doing? That was so weird. And he said, I know it was so weird. You were just staring at me. And I'm like, I know, I was just staring at you. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I was doing like a Kylo Ren force mind trick on you. And he came up and he hugged me. We laughed about it. My daughter said, that was kind of weird, Dad, how you were just like really staring. I'm like, I know, I was trying to keep my mouth shut, but I was trying to use my eyes to. And in that moment of laughter, this conflict, instead of creating isolation, created intimacy. And then my son went and picked up what I asked him to pick up. No problem. Later on when I was following up with my son, I asked him what he was feeling as I was staring at him. If you never do that with your kids, I think it'd be important to do that these moments are powerful and it's really great when they work out like that one did, but I want to learn from it. So I asked him what he felt when I was just staring at him. And he said, first I felt sad, but then I felt kind of mad that you were just looking at me that way. And I said, how did you feel when I smiled at you? And he said, I felt loved. And it was just such a great reminder of the power of a smile. In those moments when we think it's such an emergency, like I've got to enforce my will on my kid, just take a moment, take a deep breath and smile and see how that shifts you and your kid. All right? Have a great day.